Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Today, you're going to hear about my last 48, hours or so in New York City. It's here. It's about 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock in the morning. It's going to tell you guys, give you a rundown of sort of some of the events that happened. Try to drop some gems about what it's like being a strategy advisor and a corporate attorney, kind of all fused in one. Give you a little bit of flavor about the different industries I'm working in and what it means to truly be industry agnostic. And so hope you enjoy. Click subscribe. I'm currently in New York City, downtown, the financial district, at a hotel. Finished up with some meetings. I've been rocking since like 8:39 this morning. Not 8:39, but 8:30 or 9 o'clock. Not that specific. Yeah, and so had a pretty good day. The last 48 hours, I've been in New York. Got here, I think three or 4 days ago, but the last 48 hours have been just crazy swamp. I think I slept like 5 hours, which is probably not good. And I know my friends and my family and my my colleagues are like, I was on me. You need more sleep. But you get to a point where it's just not enough time in a damn day. Obviously you gotta listen to your body, and I'm not saying that people just shouldn't sleep or anything, but it's just kind of, for me, I just get so excited about getting things done and meeting people, making sure I'm studying, making sure I know everything I can before these meetings, and still getting work done as an entrepreneur, especially until you have the capital where you're scaling up significantly and hiring people that you can trust. You're doing everything, right? You're the intern. You are, well, for me, I'm the legal counsel. I'm the sales team. I'm the president. I'm CEO. I'm the board of directors. I'm the social media manager. I'm the marketer. I'm the one taking everyone into dinners and lunches and luckily, I have my assistant Paris, and she's been dope. If anyone needs a personal assistant, hit her up. Personallyparis@gmail.com. Phenomenal. Just really, she allows me to get those 5 hours of sleep. Even that's not a lot, but without her, I probably would have been up for like 2-3 days. No cap. Man, it's been like a blur. All right, so yesterday, let me check my schedule. I gotta remember. I don't even remember what I did yesterday. Okay, I had a phone meeting in the morning, 3 phone meetings in the morning. I'll start with Tuesday. All right, so Tuesday I got here to New York. One of my clients, she's a brand ambassador for a company out here, and so we went to the brand's headquarters. Had a ton of fun, did some photo shooting, some videos, and kind of like talked to the executives there, and that was super cool. Ended up, going with my client to her parents were in town. This is in New York, and so we went to New Jersey with her sister, who's also a client actually, and had dinner. And for me, that's super awesome and humbling. That it's not just business for me. It's really cultivating relationships and and helping people and helping them grow. It's like actually what I love to do, just help people grow, and hopefully they turn into friends in the process. That's kind of cool. And then if I can do this for a living and actually eat from it, it's awesome. So after that was great. We hung out at dinner. After dinner, I went back to the city. Saw one of my really good friends. We had drinks. I mentioned this in a video before. I think it's on my YouTube channel, talking about mastermind groups and how the importance of really finding 2, 3, 4. If you're lucky, 5 people that will really challenge you. Like really push you and challenge you, and every idea, and they're willing to play devil's advocate. They're willing to, challenge every angle and to make sure you're not missing anything. There's the old cliche goes, iron sharpens iron, right? So you need those people who are solid people around you, and so I try to surround myself, with those, in my really good friends. And ended up going out for drinks with one of these people who I consider a really good friend. Most likely be a lifelong friend. The person that challenges me, that is incredibly successful himself, which just pushes me to be more successful, and that kind of, that friendly competition, and making sure we, at every step of the way, we always got each other's back. Anyway, I digress. Went to dinner, had drinks, then ended up hanging out, went to Tao for a couple hours. I think we were in Tao till like 3:30 or 4, something like that. And it was cool. Just kind of hanging out, relaxing. I don't really get to do that a lot, especially with my good friend. And it's Tuesday in New York. It's Tao, turn up. I think Michael Blackson was there. He had promoting his new movie. I think he says it's Coming to America 2 or something coming out. I didn't even know that. It was cool. Nav was there. They kept playing Nav's album. I'm a fan of Nav, so that was straight. That was cool to be listening to his album. And he's like literally over like across from me. So that's always a fun time. Turn up, drink a little bit, not too much, because even though it's 3:30, 4 o'clock on a Tuesday, it still work to be done. So got home from Tao, put in another like 2-3 hours. Then that's on Tuesday, and then I know I had So I had 5 phone meetings in the morning on Wednesday, and then I had a pretty important phone call that was a surprise that I closed the deal. That was always awesome, right? And then had to send out some letters, engagement letters, and whatnot, and that's it was great. But it's like, okay, hey, my schedule's so tight. It's one of the problems of being you're only one person, right? So you're like, yeah, cool, great, and close the deal. But I'm also on a call and I have another call in 15 minutes, but I have to send an engagement letter and also have to send out this RFP proposal. And so it's just like, okay, finding all that. I'll also have a meeting I'm running late to in downtown in Greenwich Village, right? So it's like, okay, dang, all right. So now I can push that meeting back, knock out this proposal, knock out this engagement letter, return this phone call I missed. Damn, I forgot to call the Uber, and then get to my meeting, and then But yeah, I will say that some of the apps I use, that like Trello, iCal syncs to my Trello, so I can kind of keep track of my day, my to-do list, sort of everything that I've planned out. I can see it in an organized way. It's fun and interactive. So use those tools that are available to you to help you with the organization. Because Trello is crazy helpful. Fast forward after that meeting, went to an event at the business school at NYU at Stern. About prepping your businesses for sale, right? And part of my goal, what I'm doing, is helping entrepreneurs of all ages grow their business. Some of my clients, I help them grow into something I like to call being transaction ready. And what that means is getting ready for a sale, right? You've been in it, you've done your 20, 30 years, and you've been profitable, made a lot of money, and now you're ready to move on to the next thing, right? So that I call that being transaction ready. Oftentimes, a lot of these businesses don't have very fluid processes that will enable the next buyer or the next person that runs the company to run it efficiently and effectively. And so I help these companies really get out their head all of the the assumptions and all of the kind of this is how we've always done it type of ways of doing business. So some of the smaller businesses that are what I like to call getting transaction ready, and what that really means is allowing these business owners to focus on their day-to-day operations while I focus on the growth strategy, making sure we are putting the correct processes in place so that any buyer or any person that wants to come and partner with the business or any person that wants to come manage the business, that they will be able to have a roadmap and 5 to 10 pages that explains how this business is run. Not really a business plan, but actually an operational plan, because oftentimes with these smaller businesses, the operational plan is stuck in the owner's head, which is great, until you want to sell your company, and then when you want to sell your company, it's not so great. So downloading all that information out of a business owner's head onto paper through a series of interviews, through a series of just being around and understanding the business issues, seeing where I can help the business owner actually increase profitability, whether that's through increasing revenue and creating some sort of growth plan and or a creative way to really leverage technology to increase growth. Very simply, updating your website or enabling technology that will help you track data so you can upsell clients for things that they actually want, or some things like that. I try to, depending on the client's budget, keep it low cost. If I can say you can make an additional 10 to 20% per month while spending under $100, under $500. It could be significant, obviously, depending on how much money you make every month, but typically that moves the needle more often than not. So after this event at NYU, I went and met with one of my another good friend and former colleague, who was an attorney, a very successful attorney on Wall Street out here in New York, does energy finance, awesome guy. We talked, wrapped up, and then I had to go to the studio. I'm not really a big studio person, but that was my office for the night. We had meetings planned from 10:30 p.m. until 4 a.m. And that's just kind of the way it goes. And we had talk strategy, talk about some of the things that I'm seeing from a legal side, from a business strategy side. Meet with the team, meet with my clients, and sometimes that's at 10:30 at night, and that's when I'm already working anyway. And so this particular client is probably the hottest, I think arguably the hottest producer right now in the hip hop industry. Pretty awesome to work with him, to see his passion, see him work, to be in the studio while I'm working on my stuff, 2, 3 in the morning where I usually work, and he's working on his craft also at 2, 3 in the morning, and then everybody's sort of like doing their own thing. That energy is great, right? To see just everyone sort of working on their passion, being a workhorse. That's awesome. So did that till 4. We went and got some empanadas. We went to Empanada Mama, which is a staple. It's dope. So if you ever in Times Square, happen to be at a studio. I think we were at the same studio where our podcast shot, Quad City or something like that. So that was interesting. But it was cool, seeing plaques on the wall from Whitney Houston and a bunch of other famous people. Anyway, it's cool. So Empanada Mama, went there. Then for me, I like to debrief. I like to walk. And so it was like 4:15, 4:30, something like that. So I decided to walk 30 something blocks, clear my mind, listen to some music, get my mind right. So I got home around like 5:30 in the morning. I think I went to bed, finally went to bed, because I got to send some emails, got to check your phone, make sure everything is okay. Before I went to bed, some of my colleagues, also a really good friend of mine, was living in South Africa and working on some projects with me, and so I had to, I had a meeting before bed at 6 a.m. before 4:30 in the morning. I had a quick email exchange. I think I emailed my assistant like 5 things that was top of mind, and then I woke up and ended up with a whole wrong email or something. I was like, my bad, I was a little tired. So finally took a nap, but then had to get up at 8:30, 8:45, suit up, shave, get my mind right. There's no excuses. No one cares how long you've been up. No one cares how much sleep you got. You still have to show up every single time like it's your first and your last, because most likely it will be your first with someone that you just met or that you will be meeting with, especially if it's a new relationship, and you don't want it to be your last. So you gotta crush it, right? So there's no excuse. You gotta show up. I don't care if I've been not sleeping and I was dehydrated and for 7 days. You gotta show up. So there's no excuses. It's not this level. There's no excuses. So we got to our first meeting in the morning. A pretty famous record label. Did our usual thing. Can't really talk about what we talked about, but it was cool. Then we went to another really famous record label that all would know. That was cool. That was fun. Got a chance to walk around. Got a chance to see everything. Got a chance to see the behind the scenes. In the entertainment industry, how that operates, how that works. Took some super interesting meetings, asked some questions that I was always curious about, and that after doing my homework, when you go into these meetings, you have to do your homework always. As a consultant, as an advisor, as a strategist, it's my job to become an expert in any topic as quickly as I can. So if that means if I have a client that has maybe a dog walking business, right? one of my skills is that I have the ability to synthesize a lot of information very quickly and then regurgitate it back to someone in a digestible manner. And that's just, I don't know, everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, that's just something that I'm pretty good at. So, becoming that expert in whatever it is, whether I'm studying a company, whether I'm studying, a competitor, whether I'm studying a client's business or industry. I recommend everyone who's out there, who's a consultant, who's aspiring to be a consultant or an advisor or a strategist or whatever that is, there's no substitute for doing your homework, and you better learn to digest lots of information very quickly. But anyway, so that's very helpful in meetings when you can recount stats top of your head, or you can ask very specific questions and pointed questions that are relevant to the topic at hand, and not just generic. Right? So anyway, that was cool. We had a great time. Building this relationship. Awesome. We got a chance to meet some one of the most influential people in the music industry. I won't name names, but it was really cool to talk to that person. He gave us some really awesome anecdotes about his time with some incredibly famous artists that I can't talk about, but it was really just I really value when people come to these meetings and try to connect on a personal level, and build and cultivate a relationship. And the best meetings don't feel like business, right? The best meetings are just you and other people in a room just talking, right? And obviously you're gonna have some hardball questions and some softball questions, and there's gonna be some banter, but as long as there's some laughter and everyone's having a good time, and you read the room and you can see what are people's body languages like, how perceptive is everyone, and that sort of stuff. It's good, it's very good. I think we had a lot of fun. I think it was very successful. I don't I can't really talk about the objective of that meeting, but it was cool. And then so right after that we went back to one of the hotels and saw Lil Uzi was staying in a hotel across the street. So we saw all, I think, 7 or 8 of his cars, and he had $3, $4, or $5 million worth of cars out there. I don't know. Just remember, bro, that profitability is a double-sided coin. You have revenue, and you also have your costs. So the goal of the increase in profitability is to decrease expenses while also increasing your revenue and putting that money that you're making to work. And maybe you're doing it. I don't know. I don't know your situation, bro. I don't know what's going on. But if you hit me up if you need some advice. But on some real stuff, I hear he's doing very well. I hear Lil Uzi, is crushing it, and he's another workhorse. So shout out to him for that. And have fun, bro. Live your life. I think Future was in town with him. Who was it? I think Young Thug may have been there. But anyway, but y'all can go look up his Instagram story. But it was interesting, to see a Bugatti. I learned what a Rhino was. I guess it's some kind of bulletproof car. I don't know. See a Bugatti and the Range Rover trucks and Lamborghini, not Range Rover, the Lamborghini trucks and Rolls Royce trucks and all that. So the little car show. That was a nice break in the day. Then went back to another meeting at a different music place that you all would know. Talked to some A&Rs, and that was pretty cool. I got to hear the new sounds that will be on the radio in the next 6 to 12 months. So that was kind of cool to be behind the scenes saying, okay, we're gonna put X and X Y Z on that one. We're gonna put this person on this track, and that sounds like Woo Woo could crush that. Just being behind the scenes on it. That was an awesome process, and really looking forward to what's to come with that. So again, it's a nice break in the day. I went from talking about a restaurant, how a restaurant can grow, to talking about how a bar could grow. I'm talking about all my meetings, right? Talking to a client in the cannabis industry, right? Talking to a client in the real estate industry, then meeting with highly influential people in the entertainment industry, talking to them about that, and then going from there to hopping on a phone to one of my partners in another country, to working through those issues and talking through a legal contract, all in the span of 9 hours, right? So, but it's fun. I like it. It's cool. I get to. For those of you who know me, you all know I get bored as hell super easy if I don't if my mind's not all over in a structured, organized way, of course. But yeah. So if anyone interested, in getting into this industry or getting into consulting or getting into strategy or advisory or being a lawyer or all the above, like I do, just be prepared to have your average day never be average. So, which is, some people, I love that. Some people don't like that as much, but I personally love that. So yeah, I'm always down to share, what some tips that I have, for people. If you want to DM me or hit me up or email, follow. You can subscribe on the YouTube channel. You can go to my Instagram and follow me. At Mr_DK Smith, MR_DK Yeah, DM me. I'm pretty open. I try to be pretty active. I'm learning this social media game. Trying to let y'all into my life a little more and see kind of what it takes to really start something and to really build something. And hopefully I can inspire at least one person to go out and build something truly special for their family. Whether you're black, white, a woman, a man, in America, Europe, whatever, Africa, it doesn't matter. There are workhorses all around the world, and it's really all about your attitude, your mindset, and just showing up and doing it, bro. It's really just that simple. I'm by no means a seasoned veteran, right? There are people 30, 40 years older than me, of course, in every single industry, and I can't beat that. But what I can do, I can outwork every single person. Right? I can outread every single person. I guarantee you will never outwork me in this industry. I never, never. And when I get, my team starts growing, and that would be. I wouldn't want to compete with me if I were you. So yeah. Anyway, subscribe to the YouTube channel. The link's in the bio. Thanks for watching. I don't know what you want me to say. I'll tune in next time. I don't know. All right.